Hey, it's Kevin DeWitt here. Welcome back to the pasthisprime YouTube channel and welcome to Stellaris. So this is potentially going to be a new series, all depends on if I actually like the game and whether it suits the channel and just suits me overall. So hopefully it does. It's been recommended by a few people, a few people that have followed the channel and put it in the comments, and just other people I know around the place as well have recommended it. I just never really had a chance to get into it, but I thought it looked very complicated. But the more and more I watch videos of it, the more I think, yeah, maybe that would be fun. And yeah, I picked it up on sale with Steam. I haven't bought all the DLCs, so this is limited. I bought a few of the DLCs, and if I do like it, I will get the rest of them at some later stage when they go on sale. But right now, we've just got some things. I'm not exactly sure what, and we're gonna get into it and hopefully learn all about it and see if I actually like it. So make sure you do let me know in the comments your thoughts, and if you think it's going to be interesting to continue to watch on the channel, or if you find it boring or anything like that, please do feel free to let me know, because it will help guide me in the direction of what I want to do. Ultimately, it's going to be my decision based on what I like, but you know, I'm open to hearing everybody else's thoughts as well, because if I'm a bit on the fence, it might steer me in the direction I want to take. So we're going to get into it. So let's start a new game. Now this, sometimes from what I've seen, can take a little while to start it up. I've watched a few videos online. I've seen some people play it and that sort of stuff, just to get some understanding of it, but obviously not played it at all. We will be doing a tutorial if there is one, and we'll go from there. So let's go with a new game. All right, so do we create a new one or just go with something basic? All right, so we can pick from any of these options on the side. These are like predefined, I guess, roles. So I guess we could start off playing as some sort of human type thing, just to be boring. So United Nations of Earth or Commonwealth of Man? Well, I guess it gives you a guidance. Does a military dictatorship or a representative democracy? I don't know. I guess it depends how we want to play, but okay, let's go with a military style dictatorship, but we may switch a few things here. So we could just stick with what is here, or we could actually edit it. Recommended DLC, Ancient Relic Story Pack. Don't know what that is. And Aquatics Species Pack. Well, we don't know. So we could edit it. Or, you know, we can't even just go random. Alright, let's edit anyway. So let's have a look. What do you got? You got appearance. Yeah, okay. We got a lot of that. Alright. I'm not too worried about the appearance. Let's just leave it as is. Species name, let's leave it as that. Name list, select a name list. Which your ships? No, it's fine. Okay, okay, now, from what I read, this sort of sets the scene of where you're coming from and may set up a few things of what you do. You know what? I'm not going to edit it. I have no idea what we're doing here, so you know what? I'm going to go with the predefined option here, and we're just going to start. Alright, galaxy size, medium. So that's what it's gone with default. What have we got? We've got small, tiny, huge, Alright, let's just stick with the defaults, shall we? Galaxy shape. Okay. I'm just going to go with defaults. We'll play with settings and that some other time. Okay. Commonwealth of Man, ruler Sydney Beauclair. Or Beauclair. We are a military dictatorship. We have the ethics. I haven't even picked it. Xenophobe. Oh, okay. So we don't like people. That's interesting. Fanatic militarist. Nationalistic zeal. Distinguished admiral. Okay. More than a century has passed since the great arc ship Synthemum. Can't even say that. Chrysanthemum. There we go. Chrysanthemum carried 250,000 of our ancestors from distant Earth to the garden world we have come to know as Unity. After a long and perilous journey, the colonists rejoiced when they first saw sunlight again, albeit from a foreign star. The early years were difficult. Citizen Militus were formed to fight off the lethal alien wildlife that we found ourselves sharing our new home with, and cultivating the terrestrial crops that had been brought proved harder than imagined. Yet for each challenge overcome, we became stronger. Once this new world had been tamed, our numbers grew exponentially. The last few decades have seen great leaps in technology, and we are now finally ready to launch out and reclaim the stars from whence we came.
Welcome, Grand Marshal. I am Veer, a prototype synthetic intelligence developed under utmost secrecy by the military. High Command has activated me to serve as your advisor and strategic analyst.
Okay, you can change the tutorial level at any time in the settings. Right, okay, well, we want full tutorial. Tell me
An
everything.
excellent decision. You will have my full support. Building a star empire can be a daunting task. To help get things started, I will be providing instructional missions that cover the basic steps necessary to establish ourselves as a successful interstellar power.
Alright, the first mission is to fully survey a neighboring star system. I have added it as an entry to the situation log. To access it, click on the situation log button in the left section of the top bar or press F2. The top section. Which one's the situational log? Okay. Okay. Oh, so you just pick anywhere. All right.
The situation log displays a list of all currently available special projects, archaeology sites, and various other points of interest. New items will likely appear as we begin exploring the galaxy.
Okay. Right, so we need to explore a neighboring star system. To do this, select our science ship either by clicking on the ship itself or by clicking the vessel in the outliner. Then click on the survey button in the fleet interface. Open the galaxy map and select a non-surveyed system with a hyperlane connected to our home system. Our science ship will now plot a course to survey all planetary bodies within this system. Neighboring star systems surveyed. Right. So, how do we... What are we even looking at here on the screen? Okay, so we can zoom in. There's a mine. No, can you... Oh yeah, you can use your keys. Alright, mine. Looking at a planet. Okay. So how do you... Alright, you close that. Okay. So how do you even find your your spaceship? What am I even looking at? Can I even zoom out? Okay, we might be fumbling around here for a little bit because I can't even work out the controls. Like, okay, how do you... Oh, there's the galaxy map. Okay, there's your government. Okay. Okay, so what's a starship look? What am I looking for? I'm looking for a science ship. Which I would assume is that one there with the little science symbol.
This is our science ship, which is used to survey astronomical objects such as planets in a star system. A planet needs to be surveyed in order to make its resources visible.
So you don't see it from this view. Whatever, okay. Right, so we want to survey something. This looks pretty good. So I'm going to right click and survey. And I guess we get a plane. Okay, the hunt for Hyacinth. We have found no trace of the 4 Ark ships that passed through the wormhole before the Chrysanthemum arrived at Unity. One ship, the Hyacinth, was scheduled to make the passage after us, and the Chrysanthemum's long-range sensors reported a brief energy spike from the wormhole shortly before it destabilized and vanished. Assuming the Hyacinth survived the passage and made it to our galactic neighborhood, the Ark ship has so far failed to establish contact with us. It might be a good idea to search nearby systems for signs of its presence. Indeed, make it so. Begins the hunt for the Hyacinth event chain, point of interest survey system.
New sit rep.
Sorry, new sit rep. What's that? As in situation log type thing? Oh, okay. Okay, alright, alright.
I have important information. The victory screen.
Unsearched anomalies. Certain conditions that we can strive to fulfill. Okay, alright, I just wanted to see what that was. As our science ship scans the surface of Melostom, it becomes quite clear that we have found something out of the ordinary. Its composition and history provides it with extra materials that we should take an opportunity to gather. We will surely come across even more irregularities like this as we survey new planets and should not underestimate the impact on our expansion. Okay, so what does that mean? Does that mean we have finished exploring this? Okay. Now,
military fleets are used to protect our emerging empire from threats, or to expand our glorious rule through force of arms, if we so wish.
The CNS Pilgrimage has made a startling find on Melostom 3. The planet is teeming with alien life for the first time in history. We have encountered life forms that did not originate on Unity. This amazing discovery has silenced those who believe we were alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found on Melostom 3 are sapient, it is likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. We may not be alone out here. Society research gain 261. Okay, don't know what that means. Okay, so... Oh, for God's sakes. The Commonwealth of Man is abuzz with news of the alien organism discovered some time ago. While far from intelligent, there is life out there, an inescapable reality and a deeply unsettling prospect. So we can enter. A recent encounter with alien life forms has reignited and made suddenly more urgent the old debate on how we should approach contacting any potential intelligent alien civilizations we may meet. While some advocate taking hostile preemptive action against them, others advise caution, pointing out that it would be wise to learn more about the aliens' capabilities before we risk antagonizing them. We shall greet the Xeno with open arms. Well, we can't do that because I believe can't set policy on first contact protocol too proactive. It would be wise to be cautious. We must ward off those who would threaten us. Let's go with caution. So this is our science ship, right? Okay. Now, what I wanted to see...
This is our homeworld and the capital of our empire. The planet's summary screen, which we are currently looking at, provides an overview of the planet's important statistics and allows us to set a designation if desired, as well as the option to automate the planet.
Okay, that's great. Don't really know what to do there, but...
This is our construction ship, which is used to construct space stations. When an astronomical object, such as a planet, has been surveyed, we can order this ship to build a research station or a mining station to exploit any resources it may have.
Okay, the Millistorm system has been fully surveyed. There is significant scarring on the surface of this world in a pattern that cannot be natural. From orbit, the massive rifts look almost like writing. Okay, that's an anomaly. So this is where this came up, was it? Okay. So we can research it. So how do you... Okay, we can speed up like that. And I'm guessing... Yeah, that's pause. Okay. So this is our entire galaxy. Okay, someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large body of writing into the surface of Millistorm 2. The massive script covers a large portion of the planet's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling the difficult life of an alien mercenary. Fascinating. Okay, so what does that mean? What are we doing? Nothing. The administration on Unity received the report on the alien remnants with some apprehension. The leavings in question are now widely considered to be definitive proof of unknown forces once having been active in the galaxy. Though some prominent human thinkers reject this in favor of identifying the traces as freak geological formations or results of curious natural phenomenon. As you do. All right, let's pause for a second because I want to see what this is, right? So This is obviously a story thing, but let's go back to the tutorial. Okay. We should consider building a second spaceship to increase the speed at which we survey our region of the galaxy. Click on our starbase and select Shipyard tab, then select Science Ship from among the available choices. Note that you will need to have amassed enough alloys to afford the ship before its construction can begin. Okay, so do we like go in here? What do you call... Oh, there's our starbase. You said ship...
This is our system's starbase. These upgradable stations mark star system ownership and are most often tasked with producing all types of ships.
Okay. So there's the shipyard, the trade hub, and the crew quarters. So we go shipyard. Oh, you idiots, down here. There it is. Okay. I didn't look at the tabs. There might be a bit of creative editing in this video because I've got to cut some of this stuff out where I click around like an idiot not knowing what I'm doing. Right. So we want to build a science ship. I assume this is how we've got these options. We've got corvettes, construction ship, colony ship, and science ship. We need 100. We've got 341, and I don't know what is that 60 thing for? Build time. Okay. So that's the cost, and that's the time. Okay, so we're doing that. What? Do we just wait? I guess we just wait. Okay, so... Okay, we now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Unity. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalogue the life forms we encountered are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary surveying efforts on habitable, life-bearing worlds. A commendable initiative. Okay. So we've surveyed... is it still surveying or is it finished? So we could get you to go what? Requires a science ship. What? Is that not what I... Is that not a science ship? Oh, hang on. Do you need a scientist attached? Is that the problem? Can expand our borders by constructing starbases in orbit around alien stars. The presence of a starbase heralds our dominion over the star, allowing us to exploit its resources and disallowing passage for any aliens we have contact with. If we have closed our borders to them, select a construction ship, select the Build Starbase button in its fleet interface, and then click on a star. Unlike other orbital station, starbases can be built outside of our borders. Right, well, hang on. I think we need to assign a leader. I don't think...
The Leaders tab lets us hire, dismiss, and assign idle governors, scientists, admirals, and generals.
Okay. So how do we know if they're idle? Governor Leon Pan has become more experienced, but with this excellence has come an increasing stubbornness. The governor has become quite obdurate in having difficulty accepting new ideas. Are you sure? No, hang on, no. So who's... So you're Celia Hamilton. Okay, research. How do you know where they are? So if I recruit scientist, what is it? Anomaly research speed 35%, research speed voidcraft 15%, research speed new worlds plus 15%. Okay, I guess we'll recruit you. Oh, okay, because oh, I see. It says you're available. So that's seeing as pilgrimage. That's yeah. You're over there. You're in engineering and you're in society research. Okay. Okay. So can we now? There we go. Right. So we get you over there. Now I want to get my construction ship, and I'm going to come over here. Do I really want to build one here? Everybody always builds them in these sort of like what they call choke points. But I guess we want to learn. So system is not within our borders. What did it ask us to do? Hang on. Build a star base. That's what it asked us to do. Uh, 60, whatever that is. What is that? Influence and alloys. All right. Well, I guess we're doing it. Now, this guy here. I'm assuming there's a faster way to do this.
Anomaly found.
We're receiving a weak signal from the surface of this moon. The source appears to be some kind of tracking beacon. I guess we'll research it.
Construction complete.
Okay. We have done that. Alright, so, alright, well, let's go with the tutorial. The time has come to colonize another world. First, we'll have to build a colony ship. These ships take a long time to build. And require a large amount of alloys, food, and consumer goods, but a thriving colony will more than return on this investment. Click on your starbase and select the shipyard tab, then click on build ship button, then select colony ship from among the available choices. No. Note that you will need to have amassed enough resources to afford the ship before its construction can begin. Okay, what have we got? A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Gobla Iva, or whatever that is. It appears to be an ancient surveying marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived, as the deposit is still here. Fascinating. Right, so what we got to do? Click on the shipyard.
System reconnaissance completed. Anomaly found.
Okay, can we come back to you? Oh, for God's sakes. I keep forgetting what it wanted me to do. Build a ship. So go to shipyard, build a ship, colony ship. That's what we wanted. I knew there was something. Shipyard, colony ship. So it's 200 food, 200... the hell is that? Consumer goods, 200 alloys. and it is going to take 360 days. Select colonists. Through hard work and expansion, scientific Celia Hamilton has developed new skills. Well, good for you. Hang on, can we pause? That's probably why I'm going insane. Okay. Now, what was... So are these sort of like activities, are they? Okay. Alright, so we're going to do that. Okay, so how do you... Sorry, that's what it was. Alright, crash ship. Crash ship. A vessel for some kind has crashed in the surface of this asteroid. Wreckage from the craft can still be found within the impact crater. Alright, so we're going to research that. Now, how do you know if a ship is busy? I've got to work out this interface. There's so much detail. So I know we're paused. Oh, we'll get it going. Man, there's little symbols everywhere. Okay, so E takes us back in and out. So what I don't understand, okay, is how do you know if it's busy? What is it doing? Or is that your level? Yeah, because I sort of like... Okay, you know... Is it sort of like queue things up? Or is it like... Do you actually see the ship move, or does it just jump? Crash Scarecrow. A small scout craft of some kind plowed into the surface of this asteroid a millennia ago, creating a shallow crater. There is no visible cockpit on the ship, leading our scientists to believe it was either piloted by remote or through some kind of primitive artificial intelligence. Although it is too damaged to be salvaged, the ship hasn't been picked clean by looters yet. We will study its design. Okay. Alright, so this is where I'm confused of what it's doing. Move, patrol. Whoop. So we have now gone over here. Okay, so there's a status. We're doing surveying. Okay, we're surveying a few things. You're surveying. Okay, we've recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Nimalan 1. Incredibly, this civilization would apparently refer to itself as the Cyberx. Seems to have been made out of machines that were linked together in some sort of collective consciousness. The age of the artifacts indicate they were active some 600,000 years ago. In this portion of the galaxy at least, but we have learned nothing of their exact origins. According to a partial data fragment that our scientists managed to extract from one of the artifacts, the Cyberx at some point launched a crusade to destroy all sapient organic life in the galaxy for reasons unknown.
New sitrep.
Okay. Alright, so...
Anomaly found.
We stumbled upon a faint alien signal during the surveying this planet. The source appears to be a small object in orbit. The signal contains no message. Could it be a distress correspondence? Alright, well, let's research it. So you're still surveying? You're investigating?
Anomaly found.
There appears to be deliberating crafted structures on the planet's surface, pointing towards a past long forgotten. Okay. So what's happened? So hang on, we have a colony ship. Mummified pilot. The mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species have been found drifting in high orbit over Nuolin 2. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit, complete with a helmet, and maybe a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle only to be forgotten left behind. Our study of the corpse has provided some interesting data. A tragic fate. What are we supposed to be... You know, let's pause for a second, because this is a colony ship, is it not? What were we supposed to do? Did I miss where it said what we should do? Yeah, so we built a starbase in here. I'm sure it said something about colonizing a planet. Did it not? I'm pretty sure the tutorial said to do that, but... Okay, we are still surveying that one. We're still surveying that. No, sorry, we haven't surveyed that. How did we get over here then? Alright, let's finish surveying that. We need to build a thing.
Anomaly found.
Stumbled upon a faint alien signal. Okay. You already said that, didn't you? The planet Yablon 2C is a toxic wasteland, but our scans unveil that it has not always been so. A now extinct civilization seems to have destroyed its home planet via a heavy reliance on climate-altering fuels and toxins. On a remote hill close to a major city, we have found a lone active facility, a robot assembly plant, desolated and surrounded by military vehicles so deteriorated they break upon touch. The facility is alien and mysterious, but could provide us with ample study material. A cautionary tale. Okay, so we're still surveying that. Still surveying. An abandoned life pod was detected in close orbit of Nomalian 3. It is covered in scorched marks, presumably from when the pod's mothership exploded, and preliminary scans suggest it was built more than 5,000 years ago. The crew of the CNS Crescent managed to open the pod, revealing the withered remains of a reptilian alien, clad in a resplendent uniform. Clutched in one of its claws was a small picture of another individual from the same race, possibly a male or revered leader. Interesting.
Recon pass completed.
CNS Crescent reports no signs of hyacinth in the Nomalian system. We should continue our research elsewhere. Okay. Alright, now, here's the thing. Sorry, what? Wait, stop. What did I just do? I don't know what I did. So we can build a star base there, because that's, everyone goes on about choke points, and that's sort of a choke point. Is it not? Is it a choke point? Not really, because it's got two. That's a choke point, isn't it? Can you... Why is it already performing? Ah, fine, we'll take it. Whatever. We should really research what we have in our own spot here. Okay, now, what are you doing? No, how do you, can you cancel? Okay, how, hang on. How do you... Stop. There we go. Yes, please stop. Okay, I was surveying... Yeah, I was supposed to be surveying that. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay.
Anomaly found.
MS3 for readings do not match simulated projections. Alright, let's research that. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Construction complete.
Okay. So, how much... So what, like, you just build one in every one? Immense ragged planes of shadow drift across Amoebus of Five's face. They are cast not by clouds, but by sheets of organic material drifting through the upper layers of the atmosphere, hinged or rather jointed to allow for a small degree of articulation. Science Officer Angelica Becker is as yet unwilling to say whether these things are flora or fauna, or what possible purpose, if any, their elaborate shadow casting might serve. Adds the shadow play modifier to Amisa, whatever that is. Okay, we are going to call it there for this video. Yeah, a lot of stumbling around, so I do apologize. I'm hoping that I will get used to this. This might be something, maybe I need to do some playing in the background as well to get a lot more comfortable with it so that I can really show how to play this properly. But I guess I wanted to give... I did want to give you an idea of what it's like to start as a new player, because I'm a brand new player and this is what the experience is. To be honest with you, I'm finding it a little bit clumsy. I'm finding the tutorial a little bit lacking. I don't know if I've stuffed it up or something, but I think the tutorial itself could probably do with a lot more work. Which is interesting because this game is not new. It's been around for a long time, so not sure why it doesn't. I mean, even to just guide you around the user interface would be nice. But you know, maybe the game developed so much over so much time that they just didn't continue adapting the tutorial or something like that. But it really does leave you hanging a little bit. But look, we're working it out. So this will give you an idea of what it's like to be a new player, and I like to show that because, you know, sometimes it can be a little bit disconcerting, or what, I don't know what the word is, you know, as a new person watching and seeing somebody just play and they just blitz through it and it's like, oh geez, oh yeah, the game's so easy to play, when in reality, you know, it's actually not. It's just that they've learnt this all in the background and never showed you how it looks for a new user. So we're going to keep going through this and we'll see how we go, but definitely let me know what you think. So if you like the channel, want to support it further, check the description below. There's a link to a Patreon site and a link to a virtual coffee site. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do consider subscribing because that really helps the channel out immensely and I really do appreciate it. Most importantly, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the game. Let me know what you think of how I'm playing. If you want to give me advice, tips, if you've played it and you're experienced in it, please do tell me because obviously I'm fumbling around a lot here. So feel free to give me advice, tips. You can even point me to other channels if you feel there's some really good channels that give, you know, beginner tutorials, that sort of stuff. Let me know. I read all the comments and answer every comment that warrants an answer as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and I will catch you in the next one.